Thanks for taking Auvik for a trial spin. This quick video will take you through the first 3 stages of getting your trial set up. First thing you need to do is sign up for an Auvik trial. Check your email for the sign up link or ask your Auvik account manager to provide the link. Every field on the form is mandatory. A couple of quick tips. First, you'll need to pick a URL that's at least 4 characters long and contains lowercase characters and numbers only. No special characters here. And you should also see little green checkboxes as you fill out the form, and that's a good sign. It means we're able to validate your data as you're entering it. If you don't see the checkboxes, try a different browser or enable JavaScript. Once you finish the form, you'll be able to click Finish Account Setup, and our polar bears will get to work building your account. You'll be logged in within 20 to 30 seconds. Now that your trial is active, it's time to set up your first client in Auvik. I recommend starting with one of your average clients. One where you have a good relationship, you know the device credentials, and you have access to a Windows server to deploy the Auvik collector on. Once you learn the ins and outs of Auvik, you can use it for prospecting and onboarding. But let's learn on an environment that you're at least a bit familiar with. To create the client within Auvik, click the Add Client button on the right side of the screen. You'll see a pop-up modal like this. For this first client, set the type to client. Enter their full company name and select a URL for this client. Similar to the URL that you picked in the first step, it needs to be at least 4 characters and lowercase letters and numbers only. If you fill in the street address now, you'll see a pin representing that client pop up on the geographic map. But don't worry if you don't have their address handy, you can always add it in later. Once you're done, hit Next. Here you'll see our authorization screen, where you can pick and choose which Auvik users get access to this customer site. Since your trial is brand new, it will just be you. Make sure you have super admin access and hit Save. The Auvik polar bears are now back at work getting your client site set up. Go ahead and click on the company name in your client list to dive right into that client site. Now's the fun part, deploying the Auvik collector and watching discovery start. Click Download the native service to get the Auvik Windows collector. It'll be about 10 megabytes in size. It's pretty lightweight. You'll want to move this executable to a Windows server on the client site. I've pre-downloaded a service here and already moved it over. From here, the one and only step we had to take on the customer's equipment is to install this collector. To do that, simply open up a command prompt as administrator and navigate to the directory where you placed the Windows collector. I've put it in the user's downloads folder. From here, we run a simple install command. You'll want to customize the URL after -tenant to be the same as the client URL you picked in step 2. Hit enter, type in the username and password you selected when registering, and if all is successful, you'll see a message just like this on your screen. You'll know that the collector is connected once the splash screen disappears. You'll see devices start to appear in the next 2 to 3 minutes if you haven't already. Your next steps are to add in SNMP and login credentials for your network devices here, and you can always add new subnets to be scanned as well using the Manage Networks grid. Within the next few minutes, you'll see discovery banners at the top of the screen guiding you through the rest of the deployment. For further instructions on deployment or setup, visit the Auvik knowledge base, or you can reach out to our support team using the in-app chat or by sending an email to support@auvik.com. Don't forget your account manager is always available to help as well.